everyone, and welcome to a travel vlog. So my family and I, we love to do road trips, so this is the start of another road trip. Our plans for this one are a little bit smaller. We are going to New Mexico and Arizona, and at the end of it we have a family reunion, but we're going to make some lovely stops along the way. It is currently at 7:20 a.m. on June 8th. It is a Wednesday, and we are going to be leaving soon at about 8. And our end goal today is El Paso, Texas. We live in South Texas, so El Paso is about 8 hours away, so it'll be a long driving day. The first day is always a long driving day because when you live in Texas, it takes an entire day or more to get out of Texas. We will be making stops along the way, so I'm going to take you along. So let's go! So we are at Vampirekeeley State Park, which is in Texas, and this is actually one of the world's largest spring-fed pools. There's Kira and my mom back there. But I'm gonna insert some clips like driving here. We are in a massive dust storm right now, so like the sun has disappeared. Don't know if we'll ever see it again. Also, you can't swim right now because there's rain and thunder around, so they said we have to wait 30 minutes. I wasn't gonna swim anyway because I don't do water, but Kira and my dad were. But I'll show you some videos of the pool. This is the deep end behind me, and then there's a shallow end, and then there's a giant circle that people can swim in. But yeah, since it is a spring-fed pool, there are a ton of fish, and in the deep end there's actually catfish. And I know there's algae on the bottom because I have been here before and I used to swim here when I was little, and so it gets really slippery. But it's a really neat pool, really cool thing, especially because it's one of the world's largest, and I think it's a unique experience as well. So this is the deep end. Do we see any fish? I see some small fish. Oh, there's some small fish right there. Where are the large catfish? Are they all sleeping?
There's one right here.
Oh, this is scary.
Oh, now it's gone. Oh wait, it's like right there.
Oh, there's the catfish.
There's another one over there.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, the shallow end is like less than 4 feet, and the deep end is actually 20 feet. So yeah. More information if you ever come here. You can see the algae better in this video, and it does get very slippery. Also, there's raindrops that you can see.
Big ones.
And you can also see the dust in the air. Good morning from El Paso, and welcome to day 2 of our trip. So one of my favorite things about traveling is running in new places every day. That's one of the best things about being a runner, is you can literally do it anywhere and you discover beautiful places. So I'm still trying to catch my breath because I just finished running, and hopefully you can hear me because I am on my phone with my AirPods. But also the El Paso sun just hits so different. The humidity is also a lot lower up here than it is from where we're from, so it feels really great. I just finished my run. I did 2 miles this morning. Kira is still running, and I'm pretty sure my dad finished as well. He's somewhere around here. But this is just a nice little park. All right, so we have made our first stop on day 2 of our road trip. We are at Hueco Tanks State Park and Historic Site. It is just outside of El Paso. It looks like there's some really great rock formations here. There's Kira, not a rock formation, but also some hiking trails. So we are hoping to get a permit so we can enter the park and go hiking, and we've already seen some really great rock formations, so I'll show you a little bit. Behind me here we have some rocks. It is very bright, as always in El Paso. I feel like it's not El Paso unless it's blaring bright. So yeah, hopefully we get to see some cool hiking trails and stuff. So here's some little information cards, and it says the rocky outcroppings of Hueco Tanks may seem like a typical arid landscape, but they're actually a hidden oasis in the desert. Apparently, the park's rocky outcroppings were formed as magma cooled under a layer of limestone. So this is like millions of years of erosion, which is super cool. Why does this scare you?
Because I feel like it's gonna fall.
Okay, so we are officially in Hueco Tanks State Park. When you get here, you need to do a 15-minute like orientation thing all about the park, where you can go, what you can do. There's also a lot of pictographs here from Indians thousands of years ago, which is really cool, but they've also had a lot of vandalism, so there's certain places you can't go without a guide. I'm out of breath.
I have a breath.
But we are currently on one of the mountains that you can go on without a guide. It is self-guided, I guess. And there were some chains that you saw in the video. It's not super scary or anything. It is pretty slick. Kira's scared because it is slippery, and so she's scared of like slipping and stuff. But it's really cool. I feel like I'm on Mars. You can see the background. So beautiful. Love it. Good morning from Wilcox, Arizona, and welcome to day 3 of our trip. So we just finished getting our run in. Kira is still running. I did 2 miles, and look at this beautiful morning. It is so much cooler here than where we're from. The weather is so nice right now. Of course, it's gonna get hotter later, but because the humidity is low in Arizona, it feels so nice. Also, we went through New Mexico yesterday, but we stayed in Arizona last night, and tonight I believe we'll be staying in New Mexico. But we are going hiking later today, and that's pretty much what we're doing today. We're going to another park and we're gonna hike. But isn't this incredible? It is like 6 in the morning and the sun is already up. The clouds look amazing. But yeah, we woke up at 5:30, the sun was already up, and it was very much a surprise for us. I thought we were gonna see a sunrise, but it was already shining. So let's get the day started. So we are currently at Chiricahua National Monument in Arizona, and you can probably hear the wonderful sounds of nature. The cicadas are so loud here. I just love the sounds of nature. It's incredible. But this, like I said, is a national monument, and we've never been here before. So we're gonna do a lot of hiking in the park. Now it is gonna get really hot today. It is summer, it is Arizona, so we'll see how much we can do. We are kind of used to the heat because we are from South Texas. And some of the trails it looks like might be shaded, so we'll see. But I have prepared, I have put on sunscreen. You know me, can't go outside if I don't put out sunscreen. But yeah, I'm very excited. And look at this behind me. You can see some of the rock formations back there, but it looks like there's going to be some amazing rocks and trails, and I'm excited. So we are currently on the trail in Chiricahua. and there's some incredible rock formations I'm going to show you. So far we have gone 153 feet elevation gain, and we are about half a mile in. Don't know how far we're going, so I'll update that as we go along, but let me show you the rocks. Look at that.
Oh my God.
It's so cool. It's like the perfect window into the rocks. Okay, so we just finished our hike. Here are the stats. It took us 2 hours, 52 minutes, and 21 seconds. My watch says that we went 5.06 miles. Hers says, let's see, 5.28. 5.28, so a little over 5 miles, and it took us under 3 hours. And we gained 1,035 feet in elevation. So it was a pretty strenuous hike going up. It is kind of rocky, but going down we were flying. But because we hiked over 5 miles, we get this pen. So we all got a little pen, and it has a picture of the rocks, and it says Chiricahua National Monument. I hike for health, and I love it. The whole time we were up there, we were like, we're gonna get a pen, we're gonna get a pen. But it was really beautiful, and the temperature is actually really nice. It doesn't feel too hot. I know South Texas is a lot hotter, and I stand by that. Arizona heat is better than South Texas heat. So, next stop, blizzards. What are you gonna get?
I'm probably gonna get, I don't know. If they have Girl Scout cookies, then I'll get Girl Scout.
I stick with chocolate chip cookie dough because cookie dough is superior, so can't wait. Alright, so before we get blizzards, we're actually on another trail. So we're on the Echo Canyon Trail, and I think we're going to see the Echo Canyon grottos, which I'm not sure exactly what that is. But yeah, after 3 hours of hiking, that's just not enough for us. We're doing more. But this one is shorter. I think this is only a mile. But it feels really great. Like, we drove up an elevation to get here, so it feels a lot cooler. It's pretty great. But look how beautiful. I love it. Good morning from Lordsburg, New Mexico, and welcome to day 4 of our trip. Kira just finished running. My dad and I took a little break because we hiked so much yesterday. but it feels beautiful here. We actually stayed here last year as well, so let's get the day started. All right, so we are on our first stop of day 4, and we are at the Catwalk, which is in New Mexico. It is right outside of Silver City, so you can see there's like some mountains behind me. It's amazing, and I've seen pictures of this catwalk and it looks beautiful. Apparently we're also walking through water. There is a bee on my hand right now, but I'm really excited, and I'm pretty sure it's also pretty shady, which I love. But yeah, I'm excited. Let's do this. Alright, stop number 2 of today. After a very windy and car-sick mountain road, we are at Gila National Monument, and we are going to see some cliff dwellings. Everyone in the family has been here except for me. There's Dad in the background. This is my first time here, and I'm excited, and I'm really excited to not be in the car right now. Good morning from White Sands. It says National Monument, but we've also seen signs that say it's a national park. And welcome to day 5 of our trip. All right, so as you can tell, it is very, very bright here, and I have the lovely white sand dunes behind me. It is a national park. I looked it up, and it has been redesignated a national park in 2019. So that's why some of the signs say National Monument, because it is a newer national park. So I'm gonna put some sunscreen on, and we're gonna go take some pictures and get up on all the dunes. I'm so excited. An update. We are officially at our Airbnb in Ruidoso, which we are spending a few days here for our family reunion. Several of our family members are also coming up here, and so we're going to be hanging out up here in the mountains. I don't know how much vlogging I will do the next few days while we're here, because we're just going to be hanging out, but if I get clips here and there, I will insert them. And then afterwards, we will be heading back to Texas, and so hopefully we'll do more fun things along the way. But first, let me show you our view. It's really beautiful. So this is the balcony view of our Airbnb. and it's so pretty. It's in like the 80s right now, which is so much cooler than Texas. There is a mountain back there, and we have seen so many elk already. Good morning from Ruidoso, New Mexico, and welcome to day 6 of our trip. I just finished my run. I did 3 miles today, and we saw plenty of deer and elk. There's actually a deer right through this tree here, and it was beautiful. There goes my dad finishing his run. Kira is still running, but I was very proud because I did 3 miles in hills and altitude, which my little South Texas body is not used to, but it was probably my favorite run of this trip. 68 degrees, no humidity, and I can't wait to do it again tomorrow. Look, here's a deer right here on the running path. We saw a massive elk while ago, but this deer is just walking through. How beautiful. Good morning from day 7 of our trip. This is where we are running this morning. There's a 2.15 mile loop around this lake. I haven't ran yet, so I'm not sure how much I'll do, but it's beautiful here. So I just finished my run, and this is easily the most difficult run I've ever done, right behind my half marathon. We're at a little bit over 7,000 foot elevation, and the hills were incredible, like very difficult, but it is so beautiful here. And I'll show you a little bit more of the trail I ran on and some of the hills. Good morning from day 8 of our trip. I'm gonna try to make this quick because a lot of cars keep going by. But I just finished our run, and we ran out the same path we did the other day, which is my favorite so far. And I saw 6 elk and 8 deer. Actually, there's another deer on that hill over there. So that's 9 deer. Amazing. See, there's a deer on this golf course, and he's looking right at me. I wish I could show you the elk that I saw, but unfortunately they're on the other side of the course. But 6 elk, that's like a lifetime best right there. All right, so it is a Wednesday. It is like 8:18 in the morning, June 15th, and we are currently cleaning up the Airbnb to leave. Our plan is to drive from Ruidoso to South Texas today. It's gonna be a long car ride, but I don't mind being in the car. I do get car sick on mountain roads, but the road back home shouldn't be like super mountainy. I'm very sad to be leaving. The weather is incredible. Our run this morning was like the best weather we've had, and every day has been absolutely incredible. It's so nice to be able to sit outside because at home we can't sit outside, and I'm really sad to be leaving. I don't want to. I don't want to go back to Texas, but unfortunately I have to. But I only have a week in Texas until I leave for Africa, so not much time in Texas, so let's go home. All right, so we are clearly back home from our vacation. We drove from Ruidoso all the way to South Texas last night. It was about 11 hours in the car, which we realized that's actually a really good drive, so we can go back like in the winter maybe, fingers crossed. But yes, we got home last night, and I am very sad to be back in Texas. I don't like Texas, and I am just so much happier when I am out of the state, but I leave in a week to go out of the country. But we had such a great time. It was so much fun. I loved all the hiking we did, spending time with family. We had just a really great weekend, and I'm really thankful for it. So I guess that's gonna be it for this video. If you are interested in seeing any of the pictures I took, definitely check out my Instagram because I have already posted some pictures, and I'm definitely gonna be posting a lot more. But until next time, I leave you with this quote. Travel is crucial to one's development. Until they have traveled, even the most educated person is ignorant. It's important we learn that our society is not the center of this peculiar universe. See you next time.